Rex the reptilian was a tad puzzled the other day. He went to an eating establishment in a shape-shifting form, naturally. On the door it did read, "Just eat." A common enough message, but Rex didn't understand the necessity to remind people to do what would be fairly obvious in a restaurant. Then the proprietors suggested he make himself at home, so Rex, taking the advice, enslaved everybody in the room and turned the place into a mini mine for gold excavating. I really need to teach Rex all these little phrases and human expressions, and their actual interpretation. Cat Cosmic here, with more words of Duane the Great Writer. About those who chase reward for good deeds. We've all contributed in our own way to the demise of the planet, so we can all be considered guilty of this. We've all been here for lifetimes. So the key is to step up and do something real now. It's not about coming into this life and shucking responsibility for what is occurring here, as by the very fact we are here and we're agreed makes us a part of it. But we don't need to take that on too heavily. It's all okay. And this fate or reward for being a good person, this idea comes from the God idea. I've been good, so God will reward me, etc. Those that follow the Quran and self-destruct for their religion feel they will be rewarded in their heaven. As another example, if you want to chase rewards, then that is your choice. Those that proclaim their want to go to the 7th level, and yet they find themselves stuck in the astral, because they are thinking it, but not doing it. They are not figuring it out, not seeing or placing their intent there. There is so much to do with it. The reward idea is a fallacy, an invented marketing ploy by the God promoters. With the new presentation and promoting the ISSS life it gets a lot better than that, to where it's all clean. Once you recognize it like the sun shining, you won't want rewards. You want to be free of everything, see the whole of life, and take part. There's nothing you will need. What reward is it you will want? Everyone has their ideas about it, but these are promoted marketing ploys to get people to think that if they obey, are good people, and pray to their gods in church, then they will be rewarded. All that will happen is you'll return in future lifetimes, because there's no such thing as reward. There is in that you'll be back again to be a slave, but that's it. It's chasing ideas, as people continue to do. The new presentation is about referencing the true reality, and from there you decide to recognize it. But you never can fully do this, because it's endless. But when people do, they step up and contribute in some way. Duane doesn't have followers. That's in people's minds. The idea is each person decides to step up to support us, and then we support them, and this is how the guides are. They've been misused and abused in the past. People thinking how they will do this and that. They are there, but they also have free will, and they decide. They are not slaves to people to do their bidding, where the little personal self has attitudes, and takes the guides for granted, etc. The idea is to figure out how to stand real, and support them as they support you. We stand real and support each other. This is how you get into the real universes. There is no reward. It's a recognition of standing real. The world is dying, and we're the only ones that make sense realistically with what's going on. The all-natural environment implies everything. That's our marketing ploy. But it's not harmful, it's beneficial. There is so much misunderstanding from what has gone before, like the spiritual paths. None of it makes sense, and they are all tap-lined. It's in the doing. Just do something. Most people can't figure us out, because we're not just doing the norm, and the norm doesn't make sense. We make sense, and it's so simple, and you can chase rewards and have them all, but you can do better. But you must take the time to see it. And yes, your personal self may struggle here, but many will go to their attitudes when they do, and there's no benefit in that, unless it's an attitude that provides a benefit. We all have to deal with it. We all came into this life, and for those who are sincere and take the time, what we must do will reveal itself. But it is a lot. It will take you your whole life and more. Life is bigger and better than any reward. We have certain things we want in the physical, but fine, figure out how to get them. Duane has figured a lot of things out that people may never see for who knows how many lifetimes. And here is the presentation right in front of them, the best reference to the isness. The rest of the world has no idea. They are stuck at physical, astral, one-dimensionalized consciousness, and unconsciously controlled, which they don't see. But they have a lot of sound good marketing. You must be a risk taker. That's the best part. Better than rewards. Then go earn your rewards. Although I don't encourage the way by which Rex and his kind attain their rewards. He was displaying his vast and newly acquired gold collection today. I'm not sure he quite grasps what Duane was saying in this regard. Such reptilian activities are disgraceful, abhorrent, disgusting. I can't even look at him. I won't even speak his name for 2 days. Getting the enslaved to provide you with gold for trinkets and personal possessions, honestly, how revolting. But I'll have to break my silence toward him shortly to thank him in a few moments for the nice new gold collar he constructed for me, courtesy of those human mining slaves. Speak to you soon. I wonder if he will make me a gold milk bowl to match. Might have to get those humans to dig deeper.